There we go. It was hanging up on me a little bit. Okay, one day I promise I will get a better way to do this. But right now, this is all we got because I am not technically savvy. Okay, first, it is a little bit better, isn't it? Today is February 14th, 2019. Actually, you know what? I looked into doing some recorded videos and learning how to edit instead of just popping up and going live and doing it this way. And I'm sure I will do some of that later, but I looked at video editing and I just thought it looks tedious and cumbersome. And I know some people who are foregoing their videos, their edited videos now, and are just going right towards a doing what I'm doing almost. But I wanted to have like at least a little intro, just a little cold. Hey Ragoob, how are you doing? I hope I said your name correctly. How are you this evening? So I will try to do some, just maybe like some pre-recorded videos a little bit. Good to meet you too. So I will give that a shot. So, but right now it's going to be just the live videos. That's all we've got going on now. So barter. When it comes to a lot of scenarios that many of the YouTubers I have talked to, I am here in Central Florida. Where are you from? So a lot of the YouTube prepper channels, they speak on maybe one of the scenarios when, I hate this phrase, SHTF, when the SHTF hits the fan. And so it's Algeria. Ah, bonjour. Ça va? Tu parles français en Algérie? So I think you speak French in Algeria, don't you? Oui, tu parles français, excellent. Je travaillais avec quelqu'un d'Algérie. Ça fait longtemps, mais alors, ça fait très longtemps. That when it's time to barter, that bartering is going to be one of the elements that we do in many of the scenarios that they come across. Well, one of the problems I've had with barter is just frankly I find it boring. I think it's a very boring concept. I think not boring, but I think it's just very uncertain. So I think it's just very uncertain as far as what we're oh my goodness, this is not going well. I did not have a good train of thought on this. I'm so sorry. So when it comes to bartering, I think I don't like it because there's no standard of currency. Just like the, there's no standard of currency because, you're like, well, I guess that's the point of having currency. If there was a standard of currency, then you wouldn't need to barter, would you? So I guess that's the whole point of that. And I think it's just because the uncertainty of it and because there's so many different variables that you're very uncertain as to what you need to stock up. Hey, Christy Betts, good to see you. Very uncertain as to what you need to stock up on, what you need to get in order to have the proper thing to barter. It's just, there's just a high level of uncertainty. And hey, out of Goshen, good to see you guys. Good to see you. So when it comes to bartering though, I don't, one thing I don't understand is the philosophy of people saying, you know what, I don't smoke cigarettes, but I'm stocking up on cigarettes so that when SHTF happens, I'll have something to barter with. I don't drink alcohol, but I'm going to stock up on vodka because when things hit the fan, then I'll have something to barter with. That makes absolutely zero sense to me. None. Zero. The reason being is, why are you going to stock up on something that you don't personally use, your family, your loved ones don't personally use? Cigarettes, you don't really need to use them. Alcohol actually has some uses there, so you may want to actually keep some, even if you don't drink it. Just use it to sterilize. But very good. Raghu, I just want to take a moment to say thank you and bienvenue, and to say hello to your wife. So I just thank you for coming by the channel. So I just want to say thank you and hello. And everybody else too, I see I got 4 people. Woo! that's good. I got 4 of them. So my philosophy is store what you're going to use. You know, if you need, and I believe having a very solid inventory. If you know that you need X amount for this X amount of time, then you have this X amount of time. We should take up smoking and drinking. That was horrible. No, maybe no. Who knows? Maybe we should. Right now, I'll just go with my tea. Right now, I just gotta have a little slug of something. I'm drinking my throat coat tea. It's the Publix brand, throat soothing. I had to have this because I laughed so hard at a Babylon Bee article that I just laughed so hard. It was the one where it says Frozen 2 is just going to be nothing but let it go on a loop for 4 hours. So I knew you were kidding. I know. Let's see. Please want me to do this. I'm not sure on that. But it's like, but if you're going to stock things, it's like, you know, I believe in having a solid inventory that if you know you're going to need X amount for X amount of time, well, why not just store a percentage of your X, you know, say 10% of X over that amount, and you have a little bit of more of a cushion and a bit of a buffer, and then now you just set aside that little bit for bartering and for trade. So you use that for trade. You know, cigarettes are going to go bad, and alcohol is just going to make people mean and ugly and irritable anyway if they drink it. You know, so just, you know, store if you got oatmeal, then store 10% more oatmeal and use that bit for a cushion, and then to have that little bit for trade. So I never quite understood the concept of saying, well, I don't use spam, but I'm going to store some spam. I don't like spam. I'm going to store up some spam just to trade with and to barter, just to make, as a currency. That's just ridiculous. So one thing that kind of helps me in that is my prepper mathematics. I'm awful at mathematics. Can't stand it. So I make it very easy on myself. If I know that I need, let me say for instance, if I know that I need half a cup of, let's say again, oats, I need half a cup of oats for breakfast, and I know that a number 10 can, I can't remember, I did do the math on this, has, 12 servings, it's not like this, 12 servings in a number 10 can. Let's see, I agree, alcohol does have some uses. That's what I say, use it to sterilize stuff and to, of course you might need to drink it in case you need to have like some little field surgery done on you. You may want to have a slug or two of some Everclear or something handy. That actually may not be a bad idea just to have that. So what I say is, like say for instance, if you did your calculations, then you found out that, okay, I only need 7.2 cans. I need 7.2 cans of oatmeal. Round up, easy. Never round down in this case, always round up. 7.2 means 8.0. If it is 7.0, that means 8.0. Always round up. Always round up. Now, if it's 6.9, I would almost, use a little judicious, use a little judicious thoughts on your own. Maybe you want to round it up again, back up to 7. But 6.9, I might keep it at 7 right there. So who knows? I don't know. But if it's 6, anyway, just round up. Whatever the number is, 7 point, whatever, round it up to 8. That's my prepper math. So I believe in having just a little bit of extra. And because you don't want, at the end of your X time period, you don't want to be running out of an item. And again, you like to have a little bit of extra at the end of the period. So that's really all I had to say this evening. Just my thought was just, I thought about this earlier today while I was at work. It's just that why in the world would you stock up on something that is just no good for you? Thank you. Y'all have a good dinner. Thank you for dropping by. I'm fixing to head off of here anyway, too. So I'm not going to stay long. And just had to get something off my mind and just say, everyone, please pray again. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like there is something happening. And I think there's a new movement afoot, and I'm going to call it Prepper Wave 2.0, maybe 3.0. I don't know wherever we are now. It's just... Yeah, that's it's always good to do, yeah, good stuff there, Raghu. Always good to do good things. It's just, I believe that there's another wave coming. Now, again, not trying to be too political on things, but I do believe we only have maybe 2 good years. 2 good years, I don't think 6. I think we have 2 good years before things are going to take another downturn as far as the political climate. So here it is 7 p.m. at night, 7 p.m. on February 14th. Oh, it's late. You are up late, Raghu. You are up late. So I believe that these next 2 years, there might be a higher focus on my part as far as to get myself and my family prepared. I am intent now on making a little bit of a shift. I am trying to work my way back home to Georgia. I will at least, tell you that much. So probably going to be making a move back up that way within the next year, which will give me 1 year to get some things in place and to make sure that my family's kind of taken care of. Again, we just don't know where things are going to be going. So we just don't know the climate of things to come, but best not to fear on these things. We are told not to fear. And so it's just, trust in the Lord. And, Jesus said, do not, don't worry about, just don't worry about what you will eat or drink or what you will wear. So you should not worry about that. So anyway, thank you. Sorry for my stumbling at the beginning and all throughout. I'm using YouTube to try to be a little eloquent. Yeah, Christy, are you living in a city now? Are you in a big city? Oh, bless you, Raghu. You're a gentleman. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I also have convictions to move out of a city, although where I come from is a small-ish, moderate-sized town. It's so I wouldn't mind moving back there, and I'd feel a little bit safe there. But looking for some property maybe outside of town a little bit, just to give a little buffer. Everyone, thank you very much. I want to say good night to you. Et bonne soirée, bon matinée, Raghu. Bon, merci. Et si vous voudrez, vous pouvez enregistrer. Et donnez-moi un thumbs up. Merci tout le monde. Merci everybody. Thank you everybody. And I will catch up with you all later. Y'all have a good night. See you. Bye-bye. Thanks.